This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by Shell's Early Learning Center.
Well, CoastLife, yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, a great day to celebrate diversity, a day of service for many. And we've introduced you to the folks at Shell's Early Learning Center a number of times, all the amazing ways that they get your little guys ahead of the game, the incredible programs that we have. But I don't think we've ever taken you all the way back to the very beginning.
Yeah, I'm curious how this all got started.
Yes, Lachell Isaac, her story is so fascinating, and the vision that she's created with Shell's Early Learning Center. So we're going to kind of take you back to how it all began.
All children deserve a safe and nurturing environment where they can learn and grow into the world around them. At Shell's Early Learning Center, children not only have that environment, but a strong community that supports them. A community that began with a 17-year-old single mother's vision.
Well, approximately 27 years ago, when she was 3 years old, I had this vision to, I think it was really her, because she wouldn't really let me work without mommy and me and stuff. But I believe it started even before her. I really love children. Okay, I really enjoy children. I can remember from the time I was 11 years old that I always babysat. It was something that I did, something that I enjoyed, something that I got back from the children from. So when she was about 3 years old, she really was on me about, Mommy, I want you to be home and stuff. So that's where the thought came up to start my own home daycare center, whereas I watched children from out of my home, and and it just grew from there. So I started educating the children, started going on trips with the children. I started teaching the children. It was like I was the daycare of the neighborhood. I had children coming and going, and I got so much joy from watching the children learn, watching the children grow, that I just had this vision of opening up my own child care center.
For Lachell Isaac, creating a community where everyone is celebrated starts with the caretakers.
We've had, single moms. We see a lot more of dads now. I can really see, I'm looking at dads as bringing in their babies as the primary caregiver.
Calling for the tours, setting it up, getting them in. It's more the dad being like, my wife gotta go back to work, and I'm not staying with the baby at home because I need to go back to work. So I need a tour.
I've had different, again, grandparents and stuff that has to watch that's watching their children and watching the families and stuff like that. Different type of caretakers, you name it, we've seen everything, and we accept everybody. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you do, we don't see that. We just see the children. We see I've always just seen the babies, and it's just the babies. My children my oldest is 38, and they're still my babies. So no matter how young or how old, all I see and all I've ever seen was the babies, and that's where my vision came from, to just make a difference in their life.
The most important part of Lachell's vision? A safe learning environment where children of all different backgrounds are welcome.
To see the families come through the door, whether they have two mommies, two daddies, African American, Caucasian, Asian, mixed the diversity, families, mixed Hispanic families. When I took her out 29 years ago looking for childcare for her, there was so much separation and stuff, and you would think that it wasn't, but 29 years ago, there was so much separation. You was either all Caucasian or all Black or Hispanic. Now we see so much blended families everywhere and stuff. That's in everybody's center. You can come in and you can see those differences. And as a parent, you should look for those differences, because children don't know color. They don't know that. They don't know race. They don't know color. They play. When you look at them playing, they play together. They eat together. They learn together. They learn different languages together. They play that they're the waitress or the waiter. They go shopping together. Come on, they go on food shopping and stuff like that. They build buildings. They're doing architecture at the very age of 2 years old and stuff like that. Even though they're going through I'm not going to the potty, and I know I'm not sharing and stuff. They're learning so much that by the time they leave my place and move on to school and stuff like that, they've learned how to share. They've learned how to play together.
For Lachell's daughter, Angela Malabet, early childhood care was a family business that she couldn't get far enough away from. Years later, only to find that her mother's vision was a destiny to embrace with open arms.
As much as I ran away from it, I think that was the biggest thing. I was running from it. I was like, I'm not going to do daycare. That wasn't what I was for. I didn't tell you I wanted to be a daycare lady. Like, you ain't saying any of that. You're lying.
Yes,
You're lying. I'm not doing it. I'm going to go be an accountant. I'm going to go do this. I'm a bartender. I'm going to do all these things. To fast forward, I love it here. I love the team. I love the children. She's inspired me. That's really all I could say. She's my hero. She's my idol. She's the person I look up to. I don't have a celebrity that I look up to. I don't have any of that. I look at the woman that had 3 kids at 17 and nothing to her name, to fast forward to 54 and she has anything and everything she could possibly want because of what she fought for and what she strived for and what she dreamed about. She made hers come true. And I would be doing a disadvantage to her if I didn't do the same. And honestly, children is one of my biggest passions, is the children, and just giving back to the community is one of the things I strive for, and that all comes from her.
You've heard the saying, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. For Lachell, her life's work is love.
I love what I do. I'm doing what I love, and I love my family and stuff. And with this special child, yes, with this special child right here, as with all my children, yes, this is their mom's vision. I give them permission to do whatever they want to do. So I love you, baby girl.
Love you too, Mama.
Okay.
It's so sweet.
It's so sweet. And I mean, you can just love really for her community, for her babies, her daycare grandbabies, for her daughter, just the love that Lachell has for what she does.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, it goes beyond everything.
Yeah, like you said, she calls all those kids her babies,
all
her kids. She watches them grow up and learn sign language and their colors and all that. It's just so sweet.
Yes, and I love that. I mean, she now has gotten to the point where she's taught generations of daycare babies. She's got daycare grandbabies.
That's wild.
I know.
That's pretty wild.
I know, but it's just a wonderful story and one that we thought was just great to share with you all today.
Yes.
But we have some more stories to share, more things to explore with more Coast Life. That's coming up.